Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're looking at Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. As you can see, we had our weekly relief rally into the 21, rejected, and we are now officially turning into a little bit of a bearish stance with this bearish engulfing on the weekly, as well as being under all the EMAs and testing downside very roughly. This is exactly what we were expecting as soon as we did not make the 21 claim on the weekly, and on the daily we were actually showing rejection off of the higher EMA, which I'll show you shortly. But on the weekly time frame, we are approaching our downside targets, which is right around 18,500-ish. Sure. 18,000, 19,000, around there is where we are hoping for the support bounce to come in. If that does not occur, then we're looking for much lower levels of support, almost around 12,500. I want everyone to be prepared and ready for that because Bitcoin is in a little bit more of a bearish stance due to interest rate talks, inflation talks, and Mt. Gox releasing 14,000 BTC talks, Ethereum merge issue talks, etc. The fear is in the market. People are taking risk off. As you can see, we've made 1, 2, 3 local highs, and we are pushing off to the downside. This is the third drive. Hopefully, we find some support at the low of 17,500. If not, we're going to be looking for some support between 12,000 and 8,000, between 8 to 12,000. And I don't want to make you guys panic, but the reason why that is the next target we're looking for is this is the last support, which we are now about to test the area. If we lose that support, we might get a bounce at around 15,000, 15,500. But if that area does show weakness, it's going to go straight down to the last levels of support around 12,500 to 8,000 ish. So keep that in mind on Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. Going to the daily, we need to at least close above 21,000 to show that, hey, we might have put in a local support. As of right now, all EMAs are pushing off to the downside, and people are going to be looking for, if anyone who bought, if they did not take their profits, they're going to be in a little bit of a panic mode, going like, you know what, I'd rather break even than not. And then anyone who is trying to buy the dip right here, and if we make a candle lower, is going to panic sell as well. So there's a lot of sell pressure in the market. Volume is subsiding, so we have about 8 hours left for this weekly candle to set and the daily candle to close, and the new weekly candle will open for CME. Now, what can happen? I can assume that even if we get a pump up after the weekly starts, we can probably find resistance at around 21,600 area. I don't think we're going to get too much higher than that, maybe 22,600, but that is like as high as I'm expecting the rally or pump to come into before it rolls back over. Okay, I mean, that is just being realistic. I think we can go sideways here for a while and then attempt to back up. But right now we're looking to see if this 19,500, 19,600 is the level of support. Once we lose this level, you're going to see a quick move down, guys. So just be ready, because these levels here are probably going to get tested worse. Like 17.6 is just going to be buttered to the downside, and we're going to have to look for like 16.5 or like 13-ish. So be ready, be prepared, it's coming. And we're prepared. Here's the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we're also pushing off. Even if we come to give a dead cat bounce, okay, on the 4 hour, I'm expecting it to be even more shallow and probably come into here and then down. We're following this channel right now. So this right here is the main line in the sand. Once we break these gold lines, we will see a quick move down. And then we have to see, are we going to get a bounce here or not? If we don't get a bounce, then it's going to go to the next level. And then we can look for a bounce here or not. That's how I'm trading this right now on a 4 hour. That's Bitcoin. Let's go quickly to a weekly on Ethereum. Everything away. All of that stuff is distractions. It's just for targets for me. And everyone else is probably looking at the exact same numbers, so you guys should probably heed warning. Here is Ethereum on a weekly. Right now, we just rejected off the 21. If we can hold this close above 1500, we have a possibility of continuing and looking for a little bit of test of the breakdown, like maybe to 18,050 or 1850, and then finding the resistance there. If we can't close above 1500 and we go a little bit lower and to the close of the weekly, I'm expecting us to basically come down much lower to test these lows. And then Ethereum is in a much more different situation than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin already broke down. If Ethereum starts showing weakness, then all those other altcoins will start feeling the pain, and then Bitcoin itself might, because people are going to take cash out of the market. If we don't find a bounce around 1,000, around 1,000 to 1,100, I'm afraid that Ethereum will probably go test around 650, and then if 650 don't hold, around 400. So get ready for those lows. Don't just FOMO rally in because of the merge. Right now, weekly is telling you there's weakness to the downside. Going to the daily, we're rejecting off all our EMAs. We're under it. Even if we have a dead cat bounce, I'm looking for the dead cat bounce coming into like 1600 area and then just rolling on over. So don't just get shy happy just because I'm showing you like, hey, downside is likely. Wait for a better entry into those retests, because if I'm wrong, we will make a new high above here. If I'm right, we should probably stop right around 1850 for a dead cat bounce and then roll back down and take out these lows over here. Make a little head and shoulder, and the measure move to the head and shoulder is basically right to the previous block over here. So that is to be expected. Going to the 4-hour, everything is in a very bearish mode. We need the candle to close at the end of the day and then see how the volume is, and then look for upside, because we can close this 4-hour candle here and then the volume is kind of subsiding, and then we can get a green candle to start testing up like all the way to 1630 before we roll back down again. So don't get too shy happy here. If you're looking for a short, look for it at 1550 to 1625. Right now you can ladder along with a stop loss underneath. Very low leverage here. Like over here, you want to take less than 5x leverage for the long side, so you can stop out at a low loss. And if your long is right and you get to the 21.55, you can start laddering a short. Same thing, very low lev while your long is in profit. And then if you have your stop of your short hit, it's okay because the long is covering it, and then you could look for a reshorting higher and higher while your long is running. Then when you find the resistance, when you actually do top out, you can add your short higher and then start closing your long, and when your short is in profit, wait to retake your long on the resistance, such as the 1734 area. That's going to be the line in the sand for upside, and if we can't even break it to the upside, we ain't going. Once pink line gets under white line, it's going to add extra pressure for a downside. Like it's almost guaranteed at this point. We were always looking for shorts in this area. Now we're looking for support. Is support going to come here? If not, it's going to come in lower. And if it comes in lower, we got our targets in case it breaks this order block right here to hurt these people. We got our lower targets, which we've already shared. There you go. So once we lose this golden line over here at around 1350, we're going to do a quick move down, in my opinion. And already to the top side, this was our support, 1960. So until we close above that, there's no bullishness. And then you could even have your first warning at around 1800-ish. So until 1800 is broken to the upside, I'm not looking for further upside. Right now, we just are on the bottom of the ascending channel, which is always a short for me. You take longs off the descending channel and shorts off the ascending channel. So right now we just broke. So this would be a measured move situation. So here is the move that you're measuring. You're expecting that right here. So I'm expecting price to come into like 1,000, 1,100, around here, 1,200. Unfortunately, as soon as this level breaks, that's where I'm expecting. Then we can look if this support area gives us a bounce, and then more than likely we'll test back into this bottom of this channel breakdown, and then see if we want to roll over, or if we're going to break up and out and make a W. If we consolidate here like this, it took us about a month, 2 months to consolidate. Well, we just put in our high for another month-ish, And now we can consolidate here for a month and then put in a new high over here. And then the reason I'm saying that is all we're doing is just following this channel. Nothing is special about what I just drew. It's just following this ascending channel. That's all that's going on. We're right now in the middle of the block and we're bearish because we're off under the midline. Once this block breaks this midline, the measured move that I have here is basically for that exact same target. And I can prove that to you by saying right here. Here it is. Here's that measured move. If we break the orange box, see, basically coming to the same area. So statistically, or logically, or TA-wise, I'm expecting the price to come into that area and show me strength or weakness. And then we can move accordingly from there. Right now, the knife is red hot. Somebody took the knife, they warmed it up in a kiln, it's red hot, extremely malleable, and you're trying to catch it. That's not the right way to do it. Wait for the support to come in. Right now, volume is slowing down, but it's not at a point where I can say it's over, because the high volume, I'm waiting for a high volume candle, just like poke, and then I will expect the buy to come in, because there's money stacked at this level here. I want this level tap like this wick here, but I want this to come all the way to like 1300, 1250-ish, and then we can take it up from there. So yeah, guys, just be careful. The market is not your friend, and it's definitely not trying to be. And the downside is real, and people are going to lose money because they did not take profits on the top, and now they're buying the dip or whatever you want to call it without any knowledge as to how they're doing it, and it's going to hurt. So here's a 4 hour, right? Here's a 4 hour. We were looking at a daily. Here's a 4 hour. If you look at the 4 hour, all we're doing is tracking those two channels. See, I just drew this in like a quick seconds. It's not even like completely accurate, but this is all we're doing. There is no if, ands, or buts. This is what we're doing. We were trying to break out bullish out of a green channel. We got rejected right at the resistance bands. And now we have to look for the long off the bottom of the channel over here or over here. There's no need for me to fret about anything other than that. I'll just delete this. That's pointless. Just gonna wait for this. And we'll leave that there to follow up later. Aside from that, guys, I hope you're having a great day. Enjoy your weekend. At 8 o'clock today, there's gonna be fireworks. It could go up, down, left, right. We don't know. But we have our predicted plan, and now we're gonna wait for price action to come to us. And if it does go to the downside, we're ready. If it goes to the upside, we're ready. And until the market opens, there's no guessing, because the real money won't come into the market until CME opens. And you will see the footprint, and that's when we act. We are not here to predict. We just want to follow the money. We have an educated guess, and we just now are gonna basically wait for the price to tell us that we're right or wrong. We can't know, but price is always gonna know. Price is never wrong. All right, unless there's a market error or a discrepancy or something data error, you know, there's the market is always right. So just follow the market. Whoever has the inkling of what's going on or what's not going on, it doesn't matter if whatever they say, because the price will show it to you by proof. And all we're doing is showing where the most liquidity is, where the highest pain is, and the market will always flow to where the money is at, where the most money is at. So if everyone's short, the market will go up, because that's where the most liquidity is at. If everyone's long, the market will go down, because that's where the money is at, liquidate. So, all right, guys. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the section below. I'll get back to you soon. And aside from that, have a great weekend, and let's see if we can follow up during daily close in our Discord group, and let's brainstorm some ideas for Monday trade. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.